Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Monkey Wrench. I'm Kelly, the monkey with the wrench. Occasionally we talk about things outside of machines. Well, it's been a lot lately. I live in Florida. We just had Hurricane Helene pass by. Thankfully, as the hurricane passed by, we only skirted the edge, but it went up into the rest of the country and it hurt a lot of people. It destroyed a lot of lives. In my videos, you've seen different things that I have that are prepper related items. I'm not ashamed of being a prepper. I live literally in a state that gets hit by hurricanes every year, have done for 30 years, and being prepared is something that I always am. I keep everything close by that I need, and I use pretty much everything that I have. That's why I have solar systems. That's why I run my office off of battery power and solar systems. I literally use the things that I own, and I have the things that I need in case of an emergency. And I've gotten a lot of questions lately about the kinds of things that I have for being prepared for hurricanes or any other kind of thing that might come along. I actually am a believer that we're going to have a solar flare that could take out the power grid, or, you know, if they decide to shoot off a nuke and an EMP comes, one way or another, that's one of the things that I prep for. But it starts off with hurricane supplies. And I've been asked a lot lately about how do I get clean water. If the power goes out, which we have power outages here at least once a year, I believe there's still over 1 million people without power across the country due to Hurricane Helene. If you don't have power, your water will go off within a few days. The water companies run on electricity. They have to pump the water to high ground and then let gravity feed it back through. That's how you get your city water. So without electricity, after a few days, you don't even have clean water to drink. And I keep hearing all the time about these Berkey water filters. Buy this Berkey water filter. And I just spent the last 45 minutes on different websites looking at Berkey water filters. And they start at $400 and go all the way up to $1,000. I think that's utterly ridiculous. You know that we do things here that are inexpensive, that work, that are proven, and that I'm always experimenting with what I do. So about a year ago, when I decided water filtration was something that I wanted, I checked into it, I learned what it took, and this is what I came up with.
So began my love affair with water.
This is my filthy office. Sorry, I work for a living and I work for myself. This is my water filter. There are many like it, but this one is mine. These are stainless steel pots from Walmart, and I normally don't say the name of the store, but I'm going to leave the links below for you. And they are currently $8.94 each. They are 8-quart stainless steel pots. They come with a lid. It's just a lid and a pot, easy enough. And you need 2 of them, and they fit right down inside of each other. So you don't have to worry about it sliding off. It just fits back inside. They come with these groovy handles. I'm trying to do this with one hand. And then what you do is you put your dirty water in the top. It gravity feeds down into the bottom. And then you have your clean water at the bottom. And I use this thing literally every day. That is my drinking water. That is my water for my coffee pot. That is water for everything that I do, cooking, that kind of stuff. And it's real simple. All you have to do is put a filter cartridge on the inside of it. And it's a lot easier than you think. All you have to do is get a drill a hole in the center. You can drill a hole to one side, both sides, so that you can put the taller, more slender filters if you want a double filter. I chose this particular filter, and I'll show it to you in just a second. All you have to do is drill a hole in the bottom, and they go right on. The one thing about water filters is you do have to wash them out. If you're putting dirty water in there, you're going to have to wash them more often. I put spigot water in there, but my spigot water from my sink here in my office comes through a garden hose. It's made for RVs, but it has that plasticky taste to it. And while you can drink it, I don't enjoy drinking it. So I filter all my drinking water, and that plasticky taste goes away. All the dirt that might come in through it goes away. It's a ceramic filter. I'll show it to you in a second. You can't live without one of these things. And if a hurricane came, you'll have to check your own filters. to make sure that they handle things like bacteria and disease. The ones that I chose do not. Berkey sells replacement cartridges for I think 80 or 90 bucks a pop, and they're fine. They claim that they deal with 300 or 3,000 gallons of water, but the one thing I do notice is that I pull mine apart once a month and I clean it because it gets sort of a slimy film on the inside of it from whatever's coming through my tap. And if I don't clean it after a month or two, I notice that slimy film, and then it doesn't make me sick, but when I notice it, I go, oh my God, I've been drinking that.
Batman, what happened? Are you okay?
He slimed me.
So about once every 6 months, I pull the filter cartridge, I clean it under the sink, don't use any kind of soap, just rinse it off real good, rub it with your fingers. Clean the inside of your stainless steel pots with soap. I use soap and a green scrubby, and I'm good to go. This thing works phenomenally. It's fast. It takes care of all my water needs. Let me show you my filter. This is the brand that I chose. I went through and I read all the things on Amazon, and I decided that this was the one that I wanted. I bought a 4-pack of these. It cost me about 40 bucks. So it's about $10 a filter. They claim that they'll handle around 3,000 gallons, same as the Berkey. They claim that they'll take out 99.99% of all debris and things like that. It is a ceramic filter, and it has charcoal on the inside, and the charcoal is what cleans up the taste. It takes that plasticky taste out of the water for me. You can see how big it is as opposed to my hand. You can see it inside of my filter. All you have to do, this bottom part unscrews. It has a little screw cap or a nut, has a little rubber washer. That's all it is. So you need to get a drill bit that's the same size as that, drill a hole in the bottom of the top pot so that you can stick this through. Then you just put that on and you basically screw it hand tight, and that makes sure that all the water goes in through the filter and comes out here, as opposed to leaking through here and dripping dirty water. Now, in case of a power outage or a hurricane or dirty debris water, I'm still going to boil my water. I have pots, I have propane, and I have the ability to boil water. So the first thing I'm going to do is run it through my filter and make it go from muddy, nasty crap to clear water. Then I'm going to boil it, a rolling boil, for 3 minutes to make sure it kills any bacteria that might be in it. Then when it cools off, smell it. Make sure you don't smell anything weird in it, like the water was contaminated with diesel fuel or something. I bought 4 of these, which is good for 12,000 gallons. I've had that filter going for over a year, and I use it every single day. And aside from having to clean it once in a while, I have never had to do anything with it. I've never had any issues. The pot's stainless steel. It's not going to rust. It's good and strong. It fits together well. You can add a side spigot to it if you want, but what I end up doing is just do it old school, where I just take off the top pot, put my cup in there, and scoop out water. But I'm just like that. I don't worry about it. If you want to put a little faucet on there, they sell faucets. You drill another hole, and the faucet just screws into the bottom pot, and then you can push a button and you can get the water out. Now, this whole thing cost me $9, $18, $40, $50, $55. I didn't pay $400 for a Berkey. I didn't pay $1,000 for a Berkey. Sure, Berkeys come in different sizes, but guess what? So do these pots. This happens to be an 8-quart pot. They have 16-quart pots, 24-quart pots. They have big lobster boiling pots that are huge, gallons. And you can just buy 2 of those. I chose to go with this size because it meets my lifestyle, and I have 50 bucks into it. And don't forget, I bought 4 of these so that I would have them down the road. Each one of these is going to last me 2 or 3 years. So I bought enough to cover me for 10 years. You can buy 1 of these for 10 or 12 bucks, and then you literally have $9, $18, you have $30 into your water filter. And I guarantee if you try this, you're going to love it. You're never going to go back to drinking out of the tap. You won't have to buy bottled water. I don't buy bottled water. I used to drink out of the tap. Now I drink out of my water filter. So for 30 bucks, you're in business, and this thing is going to last you the rest of your life. You can make several of them. If you buy a 4-pack of these like I did, you can buy enough pots to make 4 different water filters if you want to. They're easy, they're modular, they're cheap, and it gives you clean water in an emergency. I can go down to the pond and I can scoop out a bucket of pond water. I can take water out of my swimming pool. I can take water out of my bathtub. Whatever the case may be, run it through my filter and I'm good to go. So if you have any questions, if you're watching this video, I know you have a drill and I know you have a drill bit. And if you don't, I'm sure that your neighbor does. Borrow a drill, drill a stupid hole, put these things in there, follow the directions. You have to soak them for a few minutes beforehand, then you have to run the faucet through them to get any debris off of it. You can hear the charcoal. Put these things to good use and stop spending hundreds if not thousands of dollars on water filters. Now the other thing you can do is if you don't trust a cheaper version in an emergency situation, you can buy the Berkey brand. They sell the actual filters. Buy the filters first so you know exactly the size hole. It should be the same hole as these. And then drill your holes in your own stainless steel pots that cost you $18 and put your Berkey filter elements in them. And you're right there where you started, and you're not paying $400 for the cheapest one they sell. You're paying 80 bucks for a filter element, and you're paying 18 bucks for the filter itself. So save yourself some money, get your family safe, prep for hurricanes, prep for an EMP, prep for whatever you want. Just be ready. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. It's somewhere between my chin and my balls. Hit the like button, and I'll see you soon.